maybe just also to pick up from where you left, because you're talking about fragmentation. And we can see from the BBI report itself, I think this is where you're pointing it. When it comes to promoting ethics in the country, if we just pick up, you're saying teaching the children how to serve and take responsibility by establishing national volunteer network that links young people to volunteer opportunities. Also teaching ethics as a compulsory subject throughout the schooling curriculum from nursery to university, and removing the ethics mandate from Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission and giving it to the NCIC. This fragmentation that is what has become the norm of this country. We have duplication of functions. Still, we have also in the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, what we call is it the National Integrity Academy? Mm-hmm. We do have also, as you mentioned, the National Director of that is a National Director of Values. Directors, yes. And then we do have also the Kenya Anti-Corruption Steering Committee. All these functions that we normally talk about and institutions that we have right now, why the fragmentation? Do we need to actually have this also in the BBI? From your own assessment, I think you can tell us and elaborate more on that.
Well, I think you heard my view from what I was saying there. No, we don't want this fragmentation. It's just like we have all these parastatals, and we had this big report of some years ago, Isaac Awondo and his colleague, and yet we're still not merging these parastatals. Even some where the process has started, it's taking far too long for it to come to fruition and for it to enjoy the benefits of economies of scale that were intended and would be so obvious to achieve. And this business of non-implementation has always been our challenge, hasn't it? That's why we talk about the Asian tigers came here to learn. They did what we've not done. Generally, I like the volunteering bit. You know, having been a member of the Rotary Club of Nairobi here for 40 years, I'm big into volunteerism. I think we all are here in different ways. And that teaches many of the things you were talking about, Mary, through doing. And one of the ways I'm sure you'll be building character at your university, just like we do at KCA, is having people do CSR in the communities and so forth. I just want to say that, you know, so much money has been spent on this BBI report. And it reminded me of earlier conversations when I was on more the Thursday morning on the state of the economy. And we say, oh, you know, all this money with the Eurobond and the SGR.
Yes.
And then we are saying, well, it's done. It's spent. We're not going to unspend it. The question only now is what value are we going to get from having spent it? And I think that's what we are so very worried about when we read the newspapers and when the newspapers and the TV programs reflect what the politicians are saying and what too many columnists are writing and editorialists too many are writing, where it just emphasizes the excitement of one person versus another, of winners and losers. That's the ethos that is overdeveloped in this country. It's like we're all lawyers, either for the defense or the prosecution, with no mediators. I've been involved in some situations this week where I have played the role, I guess it's my de facto role, I think it's why I was put on this planet, to mediate, to bring people together, to align energy, and to become flying geese. We're not good at that. We're good at zero-sum games. We're good at bringing in lawyers to put our case, just like we keep seeing in the Congress in America. And unless we develop more this habit, this mindset, this skill of mediation, including from among our leaders, we're going nowhere. And we will not get the return on the huge investment in the BBI activity and the report any more than we will out of things like SGR.